Guys, and welcome to yet another video on what's on my table. So let's jump in quickly to the issue at hand. So if any of you have bought this Viltrox lens, which is nothing but a 85mm 1.8 version 2, the AF Viltrox for Sony, you might have noticed that you're facing some issues with the hood. So the hood looks pretty straightforward here, but it isn't. It has certain issues where it doesn't let you put this as easily as you would with a Sony lens or any other manufacturer lens. So let me take this for an example. This is a kit lens which came with my A7 II. So if I could show you which one this is the basic this is the 2870 with OSS. So if you've just noticed this, I don't really need to look at anything. I can just turn it around and put the hood and just fits in like so well, like so, and it's in there. I don't really need to look at any markings, nothing, because it's just made to fit in one way and it won't go in any other way, because even if I rotate this, it's super smooth and just goes in, and that's it. So this has literally been a non-issue, whereas with this lens it's just a bit of a pain and in the wrong place. So I have a quick I just worked with it for a bit, and I also read a review and an article on one of the websites which is a forum, a photo forum, which stated that this issue occurs when you've not really read the manual. But I didn't read the manual, but I kind of slowly looked at this whole thing to understand how this works. The lens is pretty good. It's sharp and fairly well priced, I'd say. This is the version 2, just to be sure, so if you look at this, there is just one way to put it. So there are two markings on this lens. There is a round little circle where Viltrox is mentioned, and this is the way it has to finally sit. And there is another marking here which is a little longer, which actually tells you that you need to push it in at this point. So to make things simpler, let me just show you how this works. So you align this mark with this longer point and just push it in, so you don't have any gap. You can see how I'm pushing it in. Exactly, align and push in and rotate inwards, and it'll lock in place. So now you have this aligning with the center of the axis of the camera. So this, it sits there and then it does the job of the hood, and there's nothing really that you need to be worried about once it's locked in place. Now removing it, I would definitely agree with everybody that it's a little tight and it's not as nice as the Sony. And once you put this back, this is the even bigger issue. If you try to align that same longer line, like I said, it's not going to sit in, nor is it going to rotate. It's going to drop this thing out, and a lot of things like that happen. So I just realized how you do this is you do it the reverse way. Instead of using the longer one, which you would have used in the case of putting it this way up front, when you put it reverse, you align it with a smaller circle and then press it in like you always did and rotate it slightly, and then now it's locked. So this has surely worked for me and is working better than anything else that has worked so far. So I basically put this in with the round circle, align and rotate, and it's tight in place. And when you put it the other way around, it's the reverse. Use the longer oval, align, press, rotate, and we're good. But definitely not the best of design. That's the reason why Sony is Sony, and I'm sure Canon's also been very good with their lens hood technology. I mean, the 7200 wasn't really the best. It would pop out many times over a period of time when it would get loose, but this is terrible. I think the Sony is just a charm too. You just know how good this is, and the other way around. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy the lens. It's a fairly well-priced lens. It's almost half the price of its competitors, but this issue does exist. There's somebody who's put a rectangular hood on this with a circular mount. If that's something that you'd like to try, I'll try and share a link of that, and you could probably try that if you really need. But this is really bad because almost makes your lens mount go round and round, and that's really not the way it should be. especially when you're paying so much. Simple stuff. Anyways, that's my hack. So let us make sure it works for one last time. So instead of this, I'm going to put this circular one in the reverse direction and rotate it. It has worked. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you think this video helped you, and you could hit subscribe for more simple issues like this. I think YouTube needs a lot more videos about simple issues people are facing, like this lens hood. Thank you.